Okay, here's a question for you today. Have you ever texted a girl and she didn't text back? I bet you have, and you can't help but to wonder, what did I do wrong? Does that sound familiar to you? Yes? Then here's what you'll need to understand. There are many reasons why she ignored your text, but here's the thing though, don't psychoanalyze her and try to figure out what she's thinking, because today I'm going to share with you something that will make everything clear to you. Sounds good? Yes? Okay, so here's what you should know. When a woman stops texting you, there's only one explanation, and it's this. She got off the IRA model. What's the IRA model? Well, if you're familiar with Shogun Method, then you should already know what that is. And if you're not a shogun, here's what it is in short. The IRA model describes how you can build a long-lasting relationship with a woman in 4 steps. The first 3 steps are intrigue, the I stage, rapport, the R stage, and attract, the A stage. The 4th step, or the E stage, is rather controversial, and frankly, it's quite taboo, so I won't talk about it today. Anyway, if you know what E stands for, enter it in the comments below. So, if you think it through using the IRA model, you can see the 3 reasons why a woman may stop replying you. 1. Lost intrigue. There's no reason for her to text you if she's not curious or excited anymore. 2. Broke rapport. Did you text her something that offended her? And 3. Depleting attraction. Happens when you turn her off with your neediness, or when someone else more exciting appears in her life. That said, is there a way to revive a text that had gone cold? Good news. The answer is yes. It's something we shoguns call the dead text resurrection technique. But before I share with you what the dead text resurrection is, there's something you must know beforehand. Reviving a dead text can be somewhat risky, and so you must manage this risk or you'll lose her forever. What's this risk? Before I tell you what it is, there's something I want you to do for me. Because you've watched this far, take the next step and click the like button below this video. This will help me reach out to more people so I can share this knowledge with guys like us. We're in this together, right? Okay, so proceed and click like now. You'll learn everything about the dead text resurrection after you've done that. Go ahead and click like because I'll wait here. Done? Good stuff. Let's continue. So what's so risky about reviving a dead text? Well, there's one unavoidable drawback, and it's this. You're going to look needy to her. And guess what? It's impossible for a woman to get attracted to a needy man. It's true. Shoguns know this. So, is there a way to text her back without looking needy? Well, yes, there is. And this is where the 2-step dead text resurrection comes into play. The first step is what Derek Rake calls Tabula Rasa. What's Tabula Rasa? Well, it means clean slate in Latin. Whatever your mistake was, it would have lessened over time, so you want to restart from scratch. If the text had gone stale because you got too needy with her, simply do 3 to 4 weeks of no contact. Avoid texting or calling her and hold back from reacting to any of her social media posts. Then, on the 3rd or 4th week, text her something amusing or funny. It should not require her to reply. You're just checking on her and that's it. When she replies, here's what to do. Ask how she's doing, and then, as quickly as you started it, end it without asking for anything. This is critical. Do nothing else, no matter how tempting it is. Now here's another thing to remember. No matter what you text her, keep it short. Don't write her a fucking essay like a jilted lover. Your text must be 5 words or less. That's the golden rule, so obey it. Often, the first step is all you need, and she'll be back texting you like nothing happened. Place her back on the IRA model and stick to the plan. If, however, she's still giving you the cold shoulder, then it's time to pull out the big gun. The second step in the dead text resurrection technique is the Zeigarnik effect. What is it? Well, it is the uncomfortable feeling you get when you have an unfinished thought. Do you find it hard to stop thinking about partially completed work? Or a half-watched movie on Netflix? That's the Zeigarnik effect for you. As it turns out, you can force a woman to reply to you by inducing the Zeigarnik effect on her mind, and you do this by texting her this. Yes, all you need is to text her those 3 dots. Do it when she stops replying or when you're ready to drop her from your rotation. Thanks to the Zeigarnik effect, it makes women feel guilty or uneasy enough to send you a reply. It's weird, I know, but it absolutely works. Easy, right? So, all in all, here's the dead text resurrection technique in 2 steps. First, freeze her out. Then, send her a short, ambiguous text in 5 words or less. And if it doesn't work, text her the 3 dots. Now, here's the thing though. If you've been doing Shogun Method correctly, there's no need for the dead text resurrection, right? In fact, if all you're doing is texting a girl, you're doing it wrong, because you can never text a girl into falling in love with you. Believe me, because it's true. And remember, you've got better things to do than punching words into a phone. To attract a girl, you must use Shogun Method, and the magic can only happen in person. So, instead of learning a bunch of useless texting tricks, the smart thing to do is to learn fractionation. It's the backbone of Shogun Method, and with it you can escalate a woman up the IRA model easily. No magical texting tricks can do that for you. At the end of this video, a link will come up. Click on it and you'll find the registration page for the Shogun Method Masterclass. In it, Derek Rake will show you how to fractionate a girl face-to-face and over text. If you don't see the link, it means that the masterclass is closed. If that happens, leave me a message and I'll see if I can sneak you in. Not everyone qualifies for the masterclass, and if you're rejected, then tough luck, I guess?